What's up guys, Ronaldo here and welcome to this DPS showdown, not DPS showdown but tank showdown, so something else now but another showdown. And today we're gonna showdown Trusk versus Krodor versus Brokkir versus Olague. So basically the two best tanks in the game, Olague and Brokkir, the old guard against the new guard, against Krodor, who's gonna be new, and Trusk, who's also new, against the new guard. Who out of these four can tank the longest on their own? And as for the gear, we are going to run this gear right here for each run. For all of them, we're gonna swap around the gear so everyone has the same gear. Then also we're going to use a Bastion ring maxed out for all of them as well for the showdown. And also for Krodor is something special, and that is I'm going to showcase you two runs with him. And the first run will be just himself, and the second run will be with him having units surround him. And this way he gets a lot more tankiness, as you can see, a lot more damage reduction. And he will be a lot stronger due to that, and you will see it once I do the second run with Krodor as well. Other than that, the other ones will have just a normal run. And what are we testing them on? You may ask, what are we testing them on? And that is AMR 18. And now the way we're going to do it is basically we're going to place these units down and see how long they survive against the boss here at stage 18. But here's an important thing: we're not gonna base it off the damage taken from the unit, but we're gonna base it off the stacks from the boss. So basically, the reason why I'm saying this is, for example, a unit that has, let's say, 50% damage reduction and 50k HP, that unit will be able to get 100k damage taken, right? But it will only show 50k damage taken, right? If you get what I'm saying, because he only had 50k HP. But overall he would have 100k damage taken. Whereas, for example, someone who has 100k HP and 0 damage reduction, he would tank 100k damage immediately. But in the end he would take exactly the same amount of tankiness. They would have exactly the same amount of tankiness, yet they have different numbers, right? Because of different defenses, etc. They tanked for different durations, which is why we're not going to do it off the damage taken, but we're going to do it this way. I'll show you guys real quick. So we're going to do a test run here for Krodor, and then you will see. So basically we are not going to do damage taken, but we're going to do as many stacks as the boss can get until my unit here falls down. So basically what we're going to do here is we have a healer. For all of them will be Eloin, and we're going to time her ultimate and her wood elf to the best of our ability to have him survive as long as possible, and see how many stacks of the boss the unit will be able to survive. And as you can see, he already takes quite significant damage here on 6 stacks. Now we're at 8. And he's slowly losing his HP, which is why we're going to use Eloin's ultimate. And now he's again getting more stacks in there, so we're going to use the wood elf as well. Now once the wood elf expired, we're going to use Krodor's ultimate to tank for longer. And once the Krodor ultimate expires, we're gonna use Eloin ultimate real quick, and she make him survive. So 17 stacks, 25 stacks is what he got. So 25 stacks, we can write that down real quick. Alright, and as you can see here, 1.3 million damage he was able to take, but it's mainly about the stacks that we're looking at. So 25 stacks Krodor without the help of any others, without the help of his talent. And now we will actually see, like, his talent will make a big difference here. It will make a big difference. So basically, if we take a look here, we're going to place down our Krodor, right? We're going to place down our Eloin. And I'm just gonna wait here for a second. Now he takes 17k hits, right? 17k, 17k. Now let's place down another unit here as well. Only 13k now. So basically some nice percentage damage reduction. Now his defense went up, so it went lower again. Then we can place another unit here. Wait, let's just see how much damage he takes. 12k. And now 11k. And you can get that down even further. So we're gonna do that right now. Next hit, 11k. Actually, we're not gonna place down our third unit because he's not in any danger yet. He's not in any danger of needing more stats. So we're just gonna wait and see once we will need more tankiness on our boy here. So he's scaling up slowly here, and of course here the boss will have more damage done overall because it takes him longer to get his stacks because the tank here blocks, right? So this is also why I don't want to do it around the damage taken, but mainly about how many stacks did they survive. Now 17k damage taken, right? 17k. Easily still healed up. Easily still healed up. 21k. And we're gonna wait for one devastating slash here. Perfect. And now we're gonna place down one more tank. And as you can see, again, it went down. Even though he got more stacks, the damage increase got even higher now, and he's only taking 13k hits again. Now he's taking he's gonna take 30k. Okay, so since he's taking 30k, we're gonna use Eloin to heal him up. Now he's getting even stronger. After the next auto attack, we're gonna use the Wood Elf. Actually, we'll wait for one more. I'm gonna use the Wood Elf here. Devastating Macaroni. There we go. And now his mates are down, right? And he's just gonna die. He's just gonna die. But as you can see here, with that bonus damage, I mean, the 41k is a bit of a cheat because he wouldn't have survived the last few ones as well. But as you can see, like the adjacent units make a huge difference for him. A huge difference for him to have some adjacent units. His damage reduction is quite significant. And he went on to be able to take 41 stacks off the boss empowered attack. And now let's take a look at our boy Trusk. Now for Trusk, we're gonna have a bit of a different approach here, and that is that we are gonna do his ultimate immediately, because his ultimate will make his defense stack up with each activation up to 4 times. So we're gonna try to get his ultimate up as early as possible, and then just regen it after again, and to see like how much damage Trusk can get. And then of course, once the Eloin heals aren't enough again, then we're gonna use again the Eloin ultimate and cycle through different abilities. So now his ult is already back up, and we get a second Trusk ult. I'm pretty sure we get 3 out of 4 stacks for sure with Trusk, with his ultimate stacks, so with the tankiness stacking up. So now he's getting more stacks, but as you can see, he's already suffering here at 8 stacks, and that's not good. That's not good at all. But we're of course trying to do as best as we can. And his ultimate is about to be up again. There we go. Ultimate is up, but it's not going to be enough. We're still going to need the Wood Elf here to get our boy up. But of course, he got a lot of bonus armor here, but he doesn't have a damage negation like a Krodor has, for example, right? So here Trusk is gonna tank here the last few shots, 25 stacks, and he's gonna be done here. Yeah, 25 stacks is what Trusk got. And now you can say, oh damn, so Krodor and Trusk are pretty much the same tankiness. No, as you can see, like Krodor was able to tank a lot more, and even though, as you can see here, Krodor before with the 41 stacks of the boss pretty much had the similar damage taken as Trusk. Pretty similar damage taken, because Krodor had so much damage negation. That's what I'm more saying. This is why I don't want to watch about the damage taken, but mainly about the stacks on the boss. How many boosts does he survive there? And now, to be fair, so we're going to write down real quick, Trusk 25 stacks. To be fair, Trusk, you don't really need to build him like that. You can build him offensive, guys. Trusk you can build offensive, and with a lot of defense as well. So you basically, instead of this setup, you can go with, I can show you guys real quick. There we go. So for Trusk, it's fine that he only gets 25 stacks on the boss, which is nice. It's still good. But Trusk, usually you want to build with a lot of like defense, right? Some crit damage, some more defense, just for him to deal damage. But because Trusk is a bruiser, what I like to call, he's an off tank. You know, he deals a lot of damage, but he is quite tanky as well. So just like Krodor, you can use Trusk probably quite well as well for Gear 8-4 once it comes out. Because Trusk, unlike Krodor, Krodor might be a bit tankier for it, right? And Krodor might have a lot of block, but Trusk also has bonus block, but he also deals good damage, which is a bonus if you're lacking damage. He might be able to make the difference. Alright, the next up is our boy Olague here, of course, and we're gonna take a look here. How long can the old guard now? How long can our old guard keep up? Alright, so Olague, we place down Olague here, then following by Eloin. And then we see here Olague is performing. And I have two different runs for Olague as well, because I think this is going to be super interesting for you to see. Because Olague, there is something where Olague might be better than others, but there is something that I want to showcase you that might be coming in the future, where all of the other units are way better, all of the other tanks. So basically here, what it is about is that Olague's tankiness has like a threshold, right? He relies on his shield getting broken in the same time as his shield comes back up. But if the damage is too high, his shield value will be not that high, because it was just one shield, whereas the damage negation of the other units will have more value than Olague's shield would have, for example, if you know what I mean. Which is why now we're here at 15 stacks, okay? Let's see, 35k damage here. Devastating smash. And we're gonna use our Eloin ultimate here, because he's taking quite significant damage already. And I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean in a second, you'll see it. As you can see here, Olague is taking a lot of damage here. And his shield is really starting to suffer. Now we're here at 35 stacks, 33 stacks, and he's gone. So basically, once there's too much damage coming in at once, his shield won't have as much value. So basically Olague, 33 stacks, right? We're writing that down real quick. But now I want to give you guys an example of his full potential, of course. But as you can see, once damage is too high, his shield won't have as much impact, because he can't get much tankier than that. And whereas, for example, when the other tanks get in trouble, like a Trusk or a Krodor or a Brokkir, you know, they just tank, and once the damage is too high for them, they use their ultimate, and their ultimate is what makes them super tanky. Whereas Olague is consistently tanky, but doesn't have the burst, like he can't deal with insane burst as others, right? Whereas he's way better with consistent damage. Now again, I'm going to showcase you Olague's full potential, of course, because we want to keep it fair, right? We did different runs with Krodor as well to his full potential, So we're gonna use Olague as well to his full potential. As you can see, at 8 stacks, where Trusk already had some issues to survive, Olague doesn't need any help whatsoever. He's easily keeping up here with the boss. And now he's getting to a threshold where there's quite a lot of stacks coming in. So we're gonna pop our Alloy ult. Pop her. We're gonna wait for one more shield and pop his ultimate. And see how well he does now. Okay. Now I did a mistake here, and that is I should have waited for one more shield. Because then, let's see all the damage he takes here, all the extra stacks, 41. So basically I did it before, and he was able to get this one more stacks in there with the perfect activation. Olague, just like Krodor with the perfect stuff, also gets to 41 stacks of attack boost. Of course, Krodor was a bit of a cheater here, as we all know, but we still take 41. And now let's go at the old king. And as you can see, of course, Olague takes 1.6k million damage for 41 because he barely has any damage reduction. He just straight up takes the damage with his shields, right? He can tank more HP basically. But now let's take a look here at Brokkir. Alright, so we're gonna place down our boy Brokkir here, place down Alloy, and we know the drill by now. Now Brokkir has, of course, multiple safety nets. One being his ultimate, the other one being his passive and his invincibility. So he has quite a few safety nets, which make him so tanky, which made him up to now the tankiest tank in the game, which we're gonna take a look at now. How tanky is he compared to the others? Is he still on top of the food chain? And there we go. He's just chilling so far. And we get to 8 stacks. Still completely fine. Gonna pop her ultimate real quick to get it to top him off again. And now he's taking more damage than he should take, so we're gonna use the Wood Elf as well. Now we're gonna just put him into stasis. After stasis, the Alloy ult is gonna be back up again, so we can use that as well. 50k hits from the boss now already. And he's still standing strong, standing proud. Now the Wood Elf is already back up as well. He's invincible. He's the GOAT, isn't he? He's such a GOAT. He's invincible again. 49 stacks now. 49 stacks. Now one auto hit almost one-shots him. Yeah, 49 stacks he survived, lads. 49 stats. Now in the end he got bonus stacks, but it was 49 stacks, and as you can see, Brokkir low diffs everyone. Brokkir still on top. Let's take a look here. He's just the GOAT. He's just the GOAT. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Here is a quick word pad. Krodor got to 25 stacks with adjacent allies to him. He got to 41. Trusk to 25. Olague to 33 with perfect with ult activation, which you usually don't want to do. He got to 41. So some improvements there as well. But Krodor really showing how tanky he is. And I've seen people talk, oh, Krodor is not that good, he's not that tanky. That's Cap. He's super tanky, mainly thanks to not only, of course, he gets increased defense, a lot of defense bonuses, right? These numbers are awesome as well, but this is the big thing. That 24% extra damage reduction, if you can make use of it, is amazing. He's going to be super tanky due to that. And yeah, Trusk, of course, 25 stacks is the lowest, but keep in mind Trusk is more of a damage dealing unit than anything else. He's also a damage dealer, so that's fine. Then Olague doing well, and of course Brokkir #1. Brokkir #1, he's still, in terms of tankiness, the GOAT, of course. By far, Brokkir is untouched, unmatched, and yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. Are you guys excited for Krodor? I think he's gonna be great. I think Trusk is also interesting, but I'm just more excited about Krodor because I know I can get him. And I hope you enjoyed. I'm Ronaldo, and I'm out. Peace.